Okay, so the premise of this game is really, really simple. Yeah, it's a battle royale, but instead of like, cringy building, you're like a wizard and shit, and you do a lot of cool shit. These are runes, they let you do a lot of cool shit. They are usually used for mobility and provide different ways of mobility, but there's some that have utilities. This is an invis rune, it allows me to go invisible. There are elemental gauntlets, which are your source of weapons in this game. There are 6. Fire, lightning, or as conduit, as we call it, tempest, or wind, frost, toxic, and earth. They all have different attacks and different sorceries, which are like specific spells that you can use, right? You can combo them together in interesting ways, because you always have one gauntlet in your left hand, which is your primary, and one gauntlet in your right hand, which is your secondary. Honestly, the reason why those aren't inverted is kind of a mystery to me, but, ignore that. The gimmick of this game, which is really cool, is that all of the elements combine with each other in unique and individual ways. One of the examples of a basic combo is if I throw a smoke cloud, it's a smoke poison cloud, and then I throw a fireball, it explodes. That's like a very common one. But the list just goes on like different ways to combine different elements, right? There's like literally everything combines with each other in its own ways. Like for example, here, I'll do this one. So if I put up a firewall and then smack the ground through it, the entire crevice gets set on fire, right? Which is pretty powerful. And then you have some cool mobility runes that let you do cool shit like flying. It's basically, it's a game with a much more higher amount of movement. So there's a lot of people that are going to be in the air, and there's a lot of, some skillful shots because of that. It feels in some situations kind of like almost like Tribes. I don't know if anyone ever played like any of those Tribes games, but basically ones where there's a lot of people very high up in the air, and a lot of the shots have to take that into account. Somewhat like that, just because there's some runes that make you go up really high and stay really high. The time to kill in this game is substantially longer than the average BR, which means there's a lot more like skillful engagements and a lot more kind of like poke and hit and run. There's more strategy and less just like, trigger aim. There is no pure hit scan in the game. It's all just like spell based. There's some things that are like sort of close to hit scan. If you're interested in that playstyle, it's not like you can't do aiming, but it's less about like the actual aiming. Like this is lightning, which is like, it's probably the closest thing to hit scan in this game. I like it. There's also like build design you can do with like the talent tree stuff, but that's kind of all you need to know for the basics. Not all gauntlets have synergy. Stone and lightning have nothing. That's true. Yeah, stone and lightning do have nothing. There are a couple of them that don't actually have synergy points, but there's also some of them that have multiple, so it kind of balances out. There are some triple combos too, like wind, poison, fire. Yeah. So this is Frost. You have a bow. So this is like the sniper class. You have to aim it like Hanzo. So it actually involves a lot of precision. I'm really bad at this. Almost everyone is, actually. It's pretty unpopular because you actually have to aim. But if you're using it as your primary, you get these cool ice trails that give you the ability to, skate and have high mobility. So we can combine this with the idea of something like fire. So we can make an ice trail, we can throw a fireball to turn it into steam, and then we can refreeze the steam with the frost again, right? Which is pretty cool. How does this work? Hang on. Like I didn't get the timing right. Yeah, there we go. So if someone was standing in this, they would be frozen, right? Here's the boulder. So if you do an ice trail, you can then smash the ice trail, which sends a freezing mist. So everyone standing in this gets frozen, which is pretty nice. Or you can throw a giant boulder, and if you hit the giant boulder then with an ice shot, it turns into a glacier, which slows people. It's like basically everything just has a bunch of combos together. It's a really fun game. But that's the gimmick. It manages to have a lot of depth with a fairly small amount of actual complexity. It's like the kind of thing that is the gold standard of game design, like kind of easy to learn, hard to master sort of stuff. Is it free? Oh yeah, the game's free to play. I guess I should have mentioned that. So I'm not gonna like do too much with my team, since I'm just trying to like show off the game, and I mostly want to talk with you guys. If I'm like tryharding, maybe I'll, obviously try to communicate with them. I'll say a few things to them, but mostly I just want to make sure that you guys have an understanding of what's actually happening. They'll add more magic. Have they confirmed that like their plans on updating are going to be like adding more elements or what? Okay, there's one other squad coming in this drop. You can see my 2 teammates. You can see the 3 other players that are dropping here. And then there's one more squad to the northeast as well. I'm actually gonna go a little south here to get these large chests. Okay. So I have an epic stone gauntlet. That's pretty nice. That's gonna deal a lot of damage in like early. He's taking the other epic chest there, which is fine. I'm actually like, I'm not really ready to fight. In an ideal world, I'd have a belt because that would give me the ability to, you know, stop damage, giving me a little bit of armor. But honestly, I mean, I have a decent weapon, so if like there's an engagement, I'm fine. There's people fighting over there. A little too early to go there. I want to get something out of this castle first. My teammates are going to be really confused by my pings because I'm talking to you guys and not them. I probably shouldn't ping that much. Getting like a rune for mobility would also be really nice. Yeah, there's 2 squads fighting over there. We don't want to fight just quite yet. I'd like to be a little bit stronger. Ah, there we go. Epic dash rune. And these scrolls basically passively upgrade the talents that we chose at the start of the game. I can talk more about talents later. But all you need to know now about the scrolls is that they just make you a little bit stronger. Okay, epic toxic. That's a little bit better, and we can keep the dash. So, this fight should be ending. People might be healing right now. Let's go ahead and check. Oh, there they are. Okay, so this 3-person squad just won the entire fight without losing anyone. They're all 3 together, so I'm actually dipping a little bit. I'm kind of like, I was just trying to get a good opportunity, but if my team's not there, I can't fight. So there's a bit of a movement tech where if you time it right, if you like dash at the ground a little bit, you go a bit further. So you can see me doing that a bit as I'm going. Like that's why I'm looking down every time I dash. Okay, we got a rare fire gauntlet. That's going to increase the damage of our fireballs, which is going to be really, really nice because that's my primary DPS. This guy chasing me in here. I did a lot of damage to him, but my team still isn't here, so I'm not really ready to fight. My team's still just looting over there. Yeah, normally I like playing with friends because you get less fucking loot goblins. It's kind of fun playing with randoms though. I mean, fun in a very like masochistic way. It's like it's you never know what you're gonna get, you know? Like they're usually shit. But there's a bit of excitement because, you know, what if you get someone who's not shit? That's nice. It would help if I was actually communicating with them. This guy's still fucking in a different area code right now. He's starting to head over. I don't need to say anything. Just like League? Yeah, it's exactly like League. Like, there is like, I'm not even really joking when I say there is a very sick sense of fun that you get from actually queuing with randoms. It's not objectively fun. Probably gonna need runic fluency in these lobbies. Okay, our third is here, so we're actually ready to fight now. He teleported? That shot, like just before I looked away, didn't actually connect with that guy. This guy's chasing. I'm just trying to heal so I can turn this around a bit better. So he jumped into the air. He's really high up using that like flying rune. Not the flying one, the featherfall one. Gonna heal up a little bit while I'm chasing. For the most part, my weapon is not... Okay. That was my teammate. There is friendly fire in this game on any AoE stuff, by the way. So that's why my teammate just damaged me there. I mean, there's a couple of reasons why that just happened. Yeah, right now, you'll notice that all 3 of the people on my team are playing Pyro, which is not really great at dealing with enemies super high in the air, which is why it took us like a fucking minute to kill that guy. Okay, we got a higher level belt, so now we can start re-armoring it. This guy's really low. Yeah, normally I use a talent called Runic Fluency, which basically just lets me have 2 charges of dash. It's really nice for mobility. I'm going for the higher DPS one, which is probably better long term, but kind of might be a little more awkward if I don't have good teamwork, because otherwise positioning is going to be more important than anything else. Okay, we got an amulet. We're ready to go. Someone's here. Okay, they're teleported away. Okay, that's the frost guy, so he's gonna be like sniping at long range with the frost arrows. We want to make sure we're not really giving him good line of sights to kill us. But I can engage on his team over here. They're a little spread out. Feels fairly punishable. This frost guy just teleported. This guy looks bad. Let's chase. Teleported over here. Okay, so this circle gets us the new level up, which is Conflagration. This basically just makes our fireball auto attacks split into smaller fireballs when they hit things. Okay, I'm just gonna keep chasing this teleporting guy. I trust my teammates fine over there. He's eventually gonna have to heal, like, behind this rock. And then we'll just kill him. Okay, seems good. Not really any better loot there. Going for this legendary is a terrible play, but I kind of like, I don't know. Sometimes you just see, like, a big legendary and you just want to click on it. So how these legendary chests work is they spawn kind of randomly, and when you activate it, it takes them a minute for them to form, or probably closer to like 40 seconds. And then you open them at the end. Looks like there's nothing really going on, so maybe I am just fine to get this legendary. Heck, semi-pro. Okay, casual legendary belts, really nice. Belt is one of the most important things because it dictates how much maximum armor you're able to have. Okay, there's teleporting happening over here. The guy just teleported here. And he looks fairly isolated. They're fighting each other, which makes this a really good engagement. They're in the air, which makes this a really bad engagement. This guy tornadoed me. You could maybe tell I was getting sucked in by that. So this guy is a cringy rock main. So basically all you have to do against these guys is just like not like stay on the ground and you'll be fine. But they're really like, it's like the pure pub stomp class basically. So I walled off there so he can't really chase me, and now I'm just gonna heal up a little bit. Okay, I'm ready to rejoin the fight. Gotta escape, so I'm gonna use the firewall flying thing. And they're chasing this guy up in my shit. Dash to dodge. Strafe. I missed 2 shots there. I'm trolling. This guy's shooting arrows at me. And that noise is my teammate getting downed. So you can exile people that are downed. These yellow orbs basically are just the same thing as someone being downed. There you go. Ooh, I'm trolling a little. Okay, so there's an ice guy shooting at me, so I really want a firewall so that he can't really chase and get back and heal. I'm missing a lot of shots. Just, you know, it's the frames. The frame rate, it's making me miss some shots that I wouldn't normally otherwise be missing. Just want to point that out. This Guy's trying to res his teammate in a really unsafe position, so we can just go ahead and punish that. I'm just gonna chase with flames. I actually, unironically, I'm kind of doing a bit of a bit, but I actually am missing some shots because of these frame skips. I need to fix my frame rate. So there's a boulder guy behind me. I'm gonna get out of dodge. He's flying at me. So I'm out of shield potions right now. Oh, hey, look, a shield potion. Oh, hey, look, another shield potion. So this guy's running away. He's going to be low. He's dead. Let's go ahead and run away with our firewall. Okay, that's a lot of people shooting at me. I'm just going to juke them back over this way, I think. I should have touched the flame wall again. I can use the same one to literally get away again. That would have been good there. See if we can punish this guy for chasing. Miss my fireball, real casual like. Okay, that's pretty awkward. They're searching over there. I'm just gonna come down here. Is my team dead? I'm not really paying attention to them. I'm kind of just like, I've been just kind of like just committing to playing 1v3. Looks like they're all on the same team. That's very unfortunate. Oh, we got third place. That's pretty alright. How long have they been dead for? Play solo? I think it's most fun when I'm playing with friends, like in voice, so that we can kind of like coordinate. That was not like a team game. You guys just watched basically. I mean, I'm able to show off gameplay, but obviously a really large part of playing 3v3 is the coordination, is the teamwork.